Wild Blue Yonder, the second episode in conjunction with the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who came out. Watched it last night. I'm going to have to say, bottom line, I enjoyed this a whole lot more than the first episode. So let's go a little bit into this. I'll lightly go over it. I won't give too many spoilers. So if you're worried about that, if you haven't seen it, I'll try not to give too much away. It continues off the first episode where Donna has spilled coffee on the console of the TARDIS, where now the TARDIS they have lost control of the TARDIS. There's a mini kind of comedy bit in the beginning where they land on top of the tree where Sir Isaac Newton is sitting under and the apple hits his head and he comes to the creation of the theory of gravity, right? Or as Doctor Who and Donna change it to Mavity, which is a lighthearted play on, you can change the future by going to the past and doing the simplest things can cause this change, right? So to be careful. Nice little play on there. I thought that was cute. The TARDIS then takes off again and ends up on this spaceship at the edge of the universe. There's no stars. It's a pitch black out there. The Doctor realizes that the TARDIS has to kind of regenerate itself. He puts the sonic screwdriver and starts the process. The TARDIS kind of realizes there's danger and probably realizes it can't protect the Doctor or itself from the imminent danger and decides to whisk itself away, leaving Donna and the Doctor on this mystery ship. As they go along, you realize that they are not alone. And there are these aliens that can create perfect facsimiles of the people on the ship or who they come in contact with. And they use it through fear, through their thoughts, and how they process things. So it's pretty interesting. The first time where you kind of notice something is really off is there's a scene where Donna is talking to the Doctor, and the Doctor kind of goes against the wall and slides down and is talking to her, and then you kind of realize the Doctor is talking to Donna in another room, and you went, wait a minute, what's happening here? And then you kind of say, oh, they are not alone. And then you realize Donna comes out and says, my arms are too big, and she has this gigantic arm, and the Doctor, or the facsimile of the Doctor, kind of does this backwards kind of exorcist kind of thing. It kind of reminded me of a hybrid mix of the movie The Thing with Sam Raimi's Army of Darkness. You let me know what you think of that one, okay? Overall, it was touted as a very scary episode, but I didn't find it as scary. I think episodes like Blink, The Waters of Mars, and Midnight were much scarier than this. I think it's just the thought of something making a copy of you, and a near perfect copy of you was the scariest thing involved. There was a good psychological, I guess, tension in the part where they can get your memories, these aliens. So there's one point where the Doctor is reminded of the episode of The Flux where he kind of got rid of half of the universe. And you can see this weighs still very heavily on him. He goes and he bangs on the wall of the ship, and he's very frustrated, very hurt. And I think it's something that's going to plague him, not only now but for the seasons to follow. And it was nice that they kind of touched on that season, and there's a continuity there. I really enjoyed that. The best part, I guess, for again is Catherine and Tennant's interaction, even as the Doctor and Donna, or as the two aliens when they kind of meet face to face. It's fantastic, and there's a part where Donna kind of hits herself, and she goes, "It's like therapy." Something out really good. There's really good interplay between them. I really love that. What I didn't like about this episode, it's minor quibbles. Again, that it wasn't as scary as they were touting it to be. Minor quibble. Minor quibble. The part with Isaac Newton, colorblind casting. Minor quibble. Let's let that go. Then there's the part where the Doctor kind of releases a probe when he's in the ship to see where they're at, basically. So it's the probe kind of puts a light onto this gigantic ship. The ship looks gorgeous, something out of Star Wars or Babylon 5 or Battlestar. It was epic. It was a great looking ship. I loved it. You just went, wow, beautiful. Great job today to the special effects team on there. But when they're in the ship, there's this giant corridor they go back and forth in. That looked really cheap. And it bothered me. They said, you put all this money, the ship looks great from the outside. But the inside looked really like a B movie, you know? But hey, that's it. The other, oh, I forgot. The thing I like best, that the doctor, when he put his sonic screwdriver into the TARDIS and it get whisks away, he doesn't have to rely on the sonic screwdriver. He's got to deduct what's happening aboard on the ship, and that's what I liked about it. They didn't have to, all of a sudden, times are tough. Pull out the sonic screwdriver. Let's make a force field. Let's do this. He had to rely on himself, and I like that a lot. That was very, very refreshing, and I think it's been a long time since I haven't seen a doctor use the sonic screwdriver to get out of a jam. He used his brain, and he's showing that he's a smart guy. I think we forget about that because we're so used to him pulling out the sonic screwdriver. We forget how smart he is, and I think that was great that they kind of reminded us how smart the doctor is. So overall, I'm going to say it's a better episode than the first one. Again, it's the interplay between Catherine and Tennant that really escalate this episode a couple of notches for me. They're probably one of the best duos in the series ever. Guaranteed top 5 in the 60 history, guaranteed in this one. This is what a Doctor Who episode should be like. Is it worthy of a 60th anniversary? I think I'm still have the bitter taste of the first one, so I can't really fully jump on board this one yet. But it is better than the first episode. And I think if you like Doctor Who and you heard so many bad things about the first one, just watch this one. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Again, I'm not sure if it's worthy of a 60th anniversary, stamp, but it's a good episode. If this would be a regular season, it would be a highlight of the season for sure. But that's my take. You let me know what you think of this episode. Have you seen it? Do you like it? Do you think Doctor Who's finished after the first one? A lot of people have written it off. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. If you can, hit the like button and subscribe to the Roundtable. It would mean the world to me. This is Steven signing off.